First time seeing Diana. She wears a light and elegant flower dress. Soft hands like bamboo white shoots. As the first snow. The eyes are a little worried. The more people feel pity. Friends see out Robin's mind. I told him to give up that thought quickly because she turned down a lot of people. But if you don't try AI, when the baseball from the opposite side is thrown, Robin deliberately pushed it behind Diana. It seems like she saw Robin's intentions. Diana turned and smiled. Fate is magical. She has feelings for Robin. When the right person shows up, it doesn't take too much knowledge and words. You'll know it's the one you've been waiting for. I know my sister loves a poor boy. I hope Diana will consider it. But Diana was determined to tell them. The important thing is that you identified him with a deep understanding of each other. The feeling between the two is getting stronger. Even if Robin goes out to work, I can't leave Diana. Not long after Diana became pregnant, this makes you two more connected. As Diana's stomach grew, God gives them back. Robin went to play ball with his friends that day. Even the first time I lost because I didn't have enough strength. As we continued to play the square, I still feel dizzy, flowering eyes, ear, and then he fell right to the ground after being picked up by friends. Robin doesn't care. I just think it's from overexertion. However, in the evening, severe pain came. Breath also begins to become difficult. Lynn's friend realized Robin wasn't okay and immediately take him to the hospital. The moment of birth and doctors did their best to save lives, but only saved half of Robin. The next day, Diana found out. Rushed to get worried. When I saw Robin hooked up to the ventilator, Diana was calm on the outside, but inside it hurts like a needle. Robin woke up wanting to say something, but there's no sound. The doctor explained that air couldn't reach his throat, so he couldn't speak. But that's not the worst news. When Diana came out of the hospital, the doctor told her that Robin had paralysis. You can't move from the neck down. I can't even breathe naturally. Diana is a little sad. She asked how long this would last. Paralysis is irreversible. Ventilator could keep him alive for a while. Certain. But only a few months. Immediately in Diana's head empty. Tears quickly filled the eye sockets. All the beautiful dreams fall apart completely. The world has become gray too. After knowing Robin's bad condition, Diana's parents advised her to abandon Robin in this situation. I'd rather have him released soon. Little Diana didn't say a word. She just nodded silently. As the ventilator works day in and day out, the light in Robin's eyes began to fade away. I can guess my illness. The day my son was born, Diana smiled and held him in front of Robin. Hope. It can help you see hope. But when the boy gets close, Robin deliberately closed his eyes. I dare not look directly at my son, because in despair, I only think of ways to die. Let Robin get better treatment. Diana transferred him to a hospital in the dark sick room. Robin understands that you're a burden to Diana. I decided to face it alone for a few months. The doctor refused Diana's visit. But Diana can rest assured. So she asked two of you to visit. From the shape of their lips, they know Robin now just wants to die. I have lost all hope in life. Step out of the hospital. You're telling Diana to leave Robin. You still have a beautiful spring. But for Diana, youth without Robin means nothing. Not long after, research at the hospital is progressing. It can help patients recover their ability to help Robin regain his spirit. Diana is with you day and night. She used to hold her son Ra in front of him. She even invited a priest to come. But none of this works. That night, Robin realized that his hands could move. Take off that disgusting ventilator. Diana's voice of joy echoed in her ears. Slowly sit up, gasping for breath. The air that I haven't felt in a long time. Robin, open your eyes again. Next to her were Diana's sad eyes. So this is just a dream. Robin tried to chase Diana away. I hope she can live her life. Yours is not good. More clearly, I love you. I don't love someone like you. I can't love someone like you. Obviously you can. Face to face with Diana's steadfast and deep love, Robin could not help but have red eyes. I also love you deeply, but I can't give you a bright future. It's nice to be with Robin all the time. Diana hopes to bring Robin home to take care of her, but the director said the risk was too great. Refused her outright. Diana didn't want to give up. She knew for sure that Robin didn't want to stay in the hospital forever. So she rented a house nearby and start learning the whole Robin care process. As a nurse, the doctor was moved by Diana's actions. I decided to give her a hand. That's when the director didn't notice. They started planning to move Robin. However, he just came out of the hospital and was stopped by the director. You have no right to keep me here. You can't convince them. The director said sternly that Robin certainly wouldn't live more than 2 weeks. When just lifted off the car, Robin saw the blue sky again. I've never felt the sky so beautiful. You have a wife and friends who love you. Robin was so happy at this moment. That's right. I'm really not lucky enough. But at the same time, lucky enough. It's different from a cold hospital at home. Everywhere there are friends to help. And when I see the concerned faces, Robin's mood, there's finally been a shift. I feel pretty good too. The transition was successful. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Robin, he also began to face his son for the first time. He's so naive and adorable. Jonathan looked at his wife and son in front of him. Robin's eyes filled with tears. And at this time, do you have any reason to give up your life? Diana puts her head on Robin's shoulder. The ear is still breathing, but no longer tight ears as before. However, the next day, the dog is playing with the boy. Unfortunately, it dropped the power ventilator supply. Immediately stops Robin working. Wants to call Diana, but because of the lack of oxygen, there's no sound. When the boy runs out, Robin's breathing also became more urgent until Dana called. Robin, without getting a response, rushed into the room and plugged it back in. She called out Robin's name in a trembling voice. Immediately, she cried out of fear. Fortunately, Robin finally recovered. On my son's birthday, my friend Teddy, hearing about what Robin went through a few days ago, gave me a bell. It's amazing. Honey, you can go to the bathroom if you need to. Look at my son practicing outside the window. Robin really wanted to get out of bed. My son is pushing the car through the door. It's an idea that came up with Robin's help. My friend Teddy did some research and built him a wheelchair that contained a ventilator. The wheelchair was built very successfully. The hospital bed was no longer Robin's only option. Diana pushed him back to the hospital. The patients all looked at me with envy. The doctors were also surprised by this. Only the director was displeased. He said that such a regime has not been tested. There will be a lot of risks. In the blink of an eye, 5 years have passed. My son has raised a paragraph. And Robin went beyond the director's predictions. It's not just about psychological change, but also because of Diana's relentless care. It's hard, but as long as Robin is alive, you feel it as if it's sweet. That day, son found the old photos of dad. Diana kept. Give the boy great moments. In the photo, when you raise your head again, I saw Robin with a sad face. You realize you said wrong. Diana came quickly to comfort me. You two both understand each other's suffering. All love is deep and strong. This moment is hidden in silence. The passing time has passed 5 years. Even though Diana has lost her old beauty, there is no shortage of pursuers. She refused because your heart has long belonged to Robin and love you more and more. Robin said she wanted to travel abroad that day. Diana refused on the outside, but the next day, she's trying to get Robin on the plane. I have a son and a brother. The car runs on a dirt road overseas. They say laugh happily. However, as soon as you're charging the ventilator, the power cord is short. The ventilator is also no other way. Diana had no choice but to supply Robin with oxygen. Fortunately, a kind person came by and promised to give Diana's brother a ride so he can call for help. After a day of waiting, around Robin full of passers-by, they're all moved by Robin's story, and they're kind people who are willing to stay and help. So in the wilderness of this strange country, a half-camp party was held. The party lasted a long time, from day to night. Until he died, the wheelchair maker rushed in. The ventilator is quickly repaired. After this special experience, Robin had a great idea. I want people like me. You can walk out of a cold room. So I went to see the great disabled president. He's also a doctor, and showed me my wheelchair. The president was surprised by this invention. Immediately desired can be mass production. But the financial problems become a priority again. They're looking for help from charities, but was rejected on the spot because they don't meet the conditions. Alas luck, there's an old lady who loves to give to charity. The work will not fail those who have the heart. Patients in the hospital, they're all in wheelchairs like that. But that wasn't Robin's goal. The president told you there will be a conference soon. International Committee on Many famous experts will attend. Maybe they will be able to realize your dreams. Before attending the conference, the president took Robin to a famous hospital. There are patients here just like you. The only difference is they're all locked up in metal boxes. There's absolutely no Robin freedom. Closed his eyes. I'm not brave enough to look at them anymore. This meeting is on time. The president took the opportunity to reveal the presence of Robin. When Robin was pushed to the podium, everybody's blacked out on the spot. In their consciousness, they never thought that people were suffering. This disease can get out of bed. Robin said that patients are also living people. They are not creatures in this iron box or in a hospital bed. They also need freedom. They also yearn to be reunited with family and friends. And then you talk about yourself. When I was paralyzed, I wanted to die. I really want to die. But my wife is dead. She said I have to leave to watch our son grow up. So I persisted through it. Diana's eyes became wet. Over the years, you've never revealed this suffering to anyone. Touched the shame in my heart. Diana couldn't hold back her tears. I don't want to just get through the day. I want to really live. Everyone was silent for a long time. Robin hopes they can go back to the hospital. Talk to his patients. They can also really live. You can also find the freedom that belongs to you. The speech on the stage echoed to the heart of man. Everyone stood up at the same time. Compliments to the guys who applauded the most. Robin smiled. Looks like you made your wish. The last wish in life. One night many years later, Robin's neck was suddenly bleeding heavily. After the president checked, here's the result. The necessity of using a ventilator for many years. Robin is about to arrive. Diana ended her life in the kitchen for a long time. Son, put the coffee down. Hold your mother gently in your arms. You know, I need a hug. Robin told Diana that day that he wanted to leave. so I have to do something. I can finally be free. Diana yelled at Robin in anger. But in her eyes was unbearable pain. You're afraid to say a word. You can only turn your back forward. But soon she came back. Understanding that Robin's determination could not be changed. You also know how to extend the day. Robin will suffer another day. That day, the president visited Robin. Robin told him about wanting to leave. I can't let Diana do this. I can only ask the president for a helping hand. The president agreed with you. The next day, Robin was carried out of the room by everyone. In front of you, everybody's having fun, but they just turned around and couldn't hold back their tears. They know this is a goodbye for Robin. Robin's condition worsened that night. After he fixed the wound, he called Diana back. No one loves you like you do. I know. I love you. Your life. I'm the same with you, Ruby, my love. My life is filled with tears. Diana knows she can't hold you back. The next day, Robin told her son and Diana to come out. Tell them to come back in half an hour. Diana knows what this means, but this time, she decided to respect Robin's decision. Half an hour later, the president was driving away. They went back home. Look at the grown man in front of you. Robin smiled happily. It's just a pity that you may never. Drinking my son's toast. Diana went to the bedside. You said you weren't preparing to say goodbye. Robin laughed. I know how Diana feels right now. A wry smile on her face. How to get out of Robin's eyes. Diana kissed Robin one last time as she raised her head again. Tears have flowed down the corners of the eyes. Robin looked at Diana in a moment of silence. You seem to see a picture of your life. From the meeting that began to the misfortune that followed. From the green years to old age. There is someone who is always with me. You owe her so much. Only hope in the next life can compensate. Cover for her deep and intense love. Off the ventilator, Robin's life ends here. This is a movie adapted from a true story. The producer is the son of the main character. It's also for your parents. It's for all the brave. Appreciate life in the world. The movie is called In Every Breath. I think I can understand it as a breath. As long as this breath exists, as long as we can breathe, then we should not succumb to bad fate. The meaning of life is very heavy, but we also have our own treasures. It's intimacy, friendship, and love.